Hello, everyone. Last time we took a look at Android, we looked at a quality WWE product in Rockpocalypse. So I thought it would only be fair if we took a look at a more recent release from World Wrestling Entertainment on the Android mobile platform. This is WWE Immortals. Let's see if it's any better than...
endless battles, the struggles, it was all worth it. The Dark Lantern was within reach. Bray Wyatt would be able to bring its maddening light to his followers. But in his moment of victory, the Authority had plans of their own to cement their control over the WWE Universe forever. But they were rash. They activated the lantern before they fully understood it. The Dark Lantern opened doorways to infinite other worlds, where the WWE superstars were knights and mages, superheroes and supervillains, strange creatures, and mighty warriors. Now, epic brawls rage everywhere. Now is the time of WWE Immortals.
I look at that and all I can think of is, why isn't the actual show like that? So, okay, a multiplayer event, we can battle up the multiplayer leaderboards, but that's not really what we're here for right now. What we're here for is to get a taste of the WWE game that was made by NetherRealms, who you might know from the Mortal Kombat franchise. And if you've happened to have seen the Mortal Kombat Android games, well, this might look a little bit familiar. This is WWE Immortals. This is a newer game than Rockpocalypse. You might not be surprised to find out. I think it came out last year. It's not brand new, but newer than the 2013 release of Rockpocalypse. So WWE Immortals. It's a fighting game, much like Rockpocalypse. So how do we play? Well, we'll hit play. And we get a tattoo parlor from Bam Bam Bigelow. Rest in peace, Bam Bam. Anyway, here we're playing. I'm gonna tap to attack. Look, I'm tapping. There we go. Gonna swipe left or right to perform the heavy attacks. It's pretty much exactly like Mortal Kombat on Android. I can do heavy attacks that are slow but cause... Oh wait, no. Now I tap a character portrait to tag in. All right, let's tag in Trish Stratus. Here she is. Hold down two fingers. I'm going to block. There we go. These tap controls in a fighting game, I mean... I always thought that a touchscreen was going to be the ultimate input device for a fighting game. And WWE Immortals proves me right. I'm going to fight to get hold on. Going to fight to get adrenaline. And then I can do my signature attack. I'm going to tap the number 1 at the bottom of the screen. Tap, 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 130% damage. That is too much damage. I have to keep fighting. No, we can't stop now. Can't stop until we're done. I mean, at least it looks better than Rockpocalypse. I can't say the gameplay's all that different, honestly, but here's my finishing move. That was it. I remember watching Trish Stratus in the ring. She did that one all the time. Now, that's the tutorial. Anyway, you begin WWE Immortals with 3 characters. They're random. I have begun with Roman Reigns, Trish Stratus, and now I have Paige. It's all random, I believe, because I tried this before, and I had different characters. And I also have the Demon Kane. But of course, the only one we need is Roman Reigns, because no one looks strong quite like Roman. Oh, this video is probably going to have so many jokes that non-wrestling fans are not going to get. I'll try to keep them at a minimum. I got credits, WWE credits. I got them because I completed the match. It's not a match, really. That was just like a fight to the death, sort of. There's a check mark by the WWE logo because I completed the tutorial. So as you saw, the storyline of this game is a bit unusual for a WWE game. This does not take place in the main WWE universe. It doesn't take place in WWE 616. Rather, we're looking at alternate universes who have come together to fight on Battle World. Doctor Doom is somewhere, but I don't know where. However, the Dark Lantern was opened, and Triple H and Stephanie McMahon did not know the dark powers that they were dealing with. And now this has happened. Why can't this happen on the show? I want this to happen on the show. It's just, they don't do anything interesting anymore. Here's the next battle. Anyway, so let's see. I'm going up against the Viper Randy Orton, who is a Snake Man. Daniel Bryan, he wears a t-shirt that says yes. So that you know that's Daniel Bryan. And Dark Sorceress Paige. Now, I can edit my team. I could replace one of my characters with Paige if I wanted to. Do I want to do that? Let's see.
Roman Reigns.
Yep, that's Michael Cole telling me who it is in that lifeless Michael Cole voice that just makes you want to change the channel. Anyway, I can tap here to learn about chemistry over on the right. Gonna inspect Roman Reigns. Many people would like to, I'm sure. I have allies, I have rivals. Roman Reigns' allies are Triple H. I mean, I don't think that's... I haven't watched this show in a little while. I don't think that's... John Cena, Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus has not even wrestled in years. Dean Ambrose, and Sting. Sting's not going to be a whole lot of help, though. I imagine, after that turnbuckle powerbomb. His rivals are The Undertaker, Kane, Sheamus. Hey, at least that one's timely. Randy Orton, Big E. What beef does he have with Big E? Unfortunately, this is pre-New Day Big E, so it's not a very interesting version of Big E. Stephanie McMahon, why would he be allies with Triple H and be enemies with Stephanie McMahon? He's also a rival with Seth Rollins, at least that one's correct, Batista, and Rusev. Now, if I partner up Roman with people who are his allies or rivals, we get buffs or debuffs. Allies, you can see, gets plus 5 health and damage. Rivals, what does that say? Plus 10 adrenaline regen and negative 10 defense. So, we want to be careful as to who we partner him up with. We could do rigorous training. What's this? Great. He is tired. That was so rigorous. Here's the Superman Punch. I can increase the power of it for 1,000 WWE coins. You saw I earned some from that fight. But if only there was an easier way, a faster way of getting those sweet WWE coins. Well, Roman could get a fully upgraded Superman Punch right away. It's a shame we don't have anything like that. What about Trish Stratus? Oh, she has a buff with Roman Reigns, right, because she's an ally. Hulk Hogan? I don't think he's in this game anymore, but Johnny Cage is. She's a rival with Paige, so she could get a buff or and debuff by putting Paige in the team. And the Demon Kane. He is... Let's see what's going on there. Where was he on this? He has a buff because of Roman Reigns. Where was he on this list? Oh, there it is, yeah. He's a rival with Roman, so... Do I want to change anything? Let's just keep it as it is for right now, I suppose. Exciting, right? It's a fighting game where you tap on the touchscreen and watch the animations go. At least Rockpocalypse had some kind of sense of timing to it, but at least this looks nice. It's Roman in his Roman armor. He should just wear that in the ring. And the referee tries to make it take him off because that's illegal, but he doesn't do it. Roman Reigns does not. He has a Superman punch. There it was. Roman Reigns does not care if you have a problem with his ring gear. I mean, no one actually makes him try to take that vest off in the ring, and I don't know why. 160% damage. That is so much damage. We haven't seen Kane yet. Here he is. And here comes Daniel Bryan. Oh, this is a canon feud right here. Both canon partnership and feud. The huge powerbomb that Kane is known for, setting his opponent on fire. We've all seen Kane do it. Anyway, Kane is a demon when he is not an executive. He is both things. He is made of fire and hate. He is the brother of The Undertaker, and he was thought dead for many years. Because The Undertaker set their home on fire because they lived in a funeral home with their parents. who owned the funeral home. And the Undertaker set it on fire accidentally, or was it an accident? And the parents died. Kane survived, but Undertaker thought that Kane was dead all those years until Paul Bearer, who turned out to be Kane's actual father, because Paul Bearer slept with the Undertaker's mother. Paul Bearer, who actually had been caring for Kane for years. I mean, just to back up, Paul Bearer had been the Undertaker's manager for years, and the Undertaker's only friend and confidant, but Paul Bearer, as an insurance policy, had been caring for Kane for a very long time, ever since he was burned as a child. And eventually, Paul Bearer decided to leave The Undertaker, because he was going to throw his lot... Paul Bearer decided to throw his lot in with Mankind. Because I guess he thought that maybe Mankind was more easily controlled. Maybe he thought Mankind had a better future than The Undertaker. I don't remember if they actually explained it. But Paul Bearer betrayed Undertaker in favor of Mankind. Undertaker was very angry and had a feud with Mankind where he beat him up a lot and beat up Paul Bearer. And then Paul Bearer, as his ultimate revenge, decided that he was going to pull his ultimate trump card and bring out Kane to fight The Undertaker. And Kane is a demon made of fire and scarring, and no one could stop him until he was stopped. And then it turned out he wasn't... He wore a full bodysuit because he was burned over like 75% of his body, except it turned out he wasn't burned at all. It was all psychological burning.
This'll be one for the ages.
It will be, because the Big Show is like a lumberjack? No, it's more like a barbarian Big Show. But there is lumberjack Big Show in this. He has a costume where he is a lumberjack. So back to Kane. He wore this bodysuit for a long time because he thought he was burned, but it was all psychological tricks and lies by Paul Bearer, so Paul Bearer could keep Kane under control. It turned out he wasn't burned at all. Also, Kane thought that he couldn't talk, because when he... Oh, it's Kane versus Kane. This is going on in Kane's brain every day. This is just a normal breakfast for Kane. Kane, when he originally came in, he was mute, and he could only speak with the help of a voice box. Until his best friend X-Pac of the Generation X, formerly the 1-2-3 Kid and Six, he convinced Kane to try to talk without the voice box. And lo and behold, it was a miracle. It turned out Kane could in fact talk. Kane just never realized he could because he was lied to by Paul Bearer all that time. And then Kane uttered his first unassisted words, "Suck it," which, I don't know, I would think that he probably would have first words that were more meaningful than that. But, I mean, he was friends with X-Pac, so what else was he going to say? And then, as time went on, Kane slowly started wearing less clothes, because, you know, he was realizing, I guess, that his body wasn't actually burned. And then eventually, but... Oh no, the magic of Trish Stratus. Did you see that? This ice magic that she has. She doesn't even need to touch the opponent. That's how powerful she is. Even though she hasn't wrestled in so many years, she's right back in it, casting magic spells, just like when she was in the ring. Anyway, back to Kane. So Kane, he was realizing he wasn't burned on his body, but he didn't want to take the mask off because he wore it for so long. You know, it was part of his persona. And then eventually he lost a match, and I'm trying to think, was it against X-Pac? He lost a match where he would have to take the mask off, and he did. He took the mask off, and then it turned out he wasn't burned underneath the mask anyway. Like, he was just had a normal face, but he went berserk because it was like something that he believed all his life, something that was a big part of his life turned out to be a lie, and he went berserk, just rampaging over the WWE. And the commentators talked about how ugly he was, and it was horrible to look at his face, but he has a normal face. I don't know what they were talking about. We could see his face, Jim Ross. He just looks like a normal guy. And then, like, Kane, if you fast forward to today, he, like, wears a suit. And he's, like, an executive working for the Authority, which is Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. You know, Stephanie McMahon being the daughter of Vince McMahon, the boss, the CEO. Triple H, having married her, married into the family, married into a position of power. So Kane works for them, and he's just like a normal guy, except when he gets mad, when he gets a problem. He then puts the mask back on and becomes the Demon Kane. This is what I'm leading up to, you see. That even though Kane has made efforts to try to readjust back into normal society, he still has that part of him that can come out at any time, and you never know when it's gonna happen. And the weird thing is like, he actually has magic powers. Like, you might think it was all psychological, like he's not actually a demon, but no, it's like he actually has magic powers and is a demon, but he also works as an executive. And he, like, you know, he can do either one. He's versatile that way. Anyway, I'm fighting Sheamus. No one's really interested in Sheamus, which is kind of a shame, because he's not bad in the ring. It's just that Sheamus is kind of a victim of having not really done anything at all interesting for years. That people just kind of groan when he shows up, and that's not fair to Sheamus. That's more on the WWE's end. That's their fault that they weren't able to do anything interesting with Sheamus. I won. Of course I won. You can't have the player lose for a while. Otherwise, how are they going to want to continue playing the game and potentially spend money? I mean, that doesn't work. You have to have them win a whole bunch, think that the game is fun because they're good at it, and then, you know, eventually turn up the difficulty and suggest that maybe you could, you know, spend $10 to upgrade your characters. I don't know. I'm just suggesting that because you seem to be having problems.
And here they go.
Daniel Bryan is very positive, even though he gets injured so easily. He used to be friends with Kane. Well, Kane's been around for so long that everyone's been friends with him at some point. And enemies. Kane's one of those guys who he could either be a good guy or bad, because he's been both so many times. Like, if you were to say, what is Kane right now? Is he a face or a heel? I mean, I think you would have to think long and hard before remembering which one, because, I mean, really, it could be any time on any day. I wouldn't be surprised if he's done face-heel turns more than one time in a show. I can imagine him doing that. You notice how I barely need to block? Like, I'm really not blocking at all, yet I'm winning everything handily. In Rockpocalypse, you had to block. You had to parry. Otherwise, you would get your ass handed to you, as The Rock might say. The Rock likes saying ass. He says it all the time. He has a fixation. So I'll block. And actually, that was good timing for that block. I don't need to, though. I just keep winning. I mean, eventually, I suppose I'm going to stop winning. But for right now... So this is just what's going on. I mean, it looks pretty, right? For like an Android game? It looks good. But I mean, how else, I guess, are you going to have a fighting game with a touchscreen interface? How good could that be? Unless someone has made a really good one that I'm not aware of, but I'm not aware of that. Okay, we got Roman Reigns, Big E, and Big Show. Big E, one of the more entertaining characters in the WWE these days, as part of the New Day, but this is not the New Day version of Big E. This is previous to that, when the WWE just didn't know what to do with Big E, and he just played the part of large, strong man who lost a lot. It's kind of weird, right? Like, if he's big and strong, why would you have him lose all the time? You can't really have the big, strong guy be the underdog, can you? That doesn't really work. Daniel Bryan works well for the underdog because he has the physique for it, you know? He's small, he's not muscular, but he's got heart and he tries hard. It's Roman versus Roman. Oh man, Vince McMahon wishes he could do this match. He has dreams at night, wishing he could main event WrestleMania with Roman Reigns versus Roman Reigns. Maybe someday, Vince. Maybe someday. And that's how WrestleMania ends. Trish Stratus slaps Roman Reigns and he goes spinning. I got exp. I'm leveling up everyone. But like so many Android games, there's no real point to playing this. There's no real feeling that I'm doing anything, you know? It's just very short games for very short sessions. Like you pull out your tablet when you have 5 minutes and you tap on it repeatedly, you win an easy battle, you gain some points, you gain some coins, so it feels like you did something with your time. You didn't waste your time like a chump. Like a chump! You gained coins.
Here we go!
Not like that person over there who's reading that book. They're not gaining any coins by doing that. The game doesn't need to have a feeling of progression when the numbers are going up. The numbers are going up, proving that I'm making progress, that I'm doing something with my time, with my life. This is how I choose to entertain myself. Anyway, here's Kane. Daniel Bryan does have much technical expertise. You can tell because he did a technical wrestling move, the Dragon Screw Leg Whip. It shows he is a technical wrestler. I'm not sure how much else there is to say about this. I'm tapping the screen repeatedly, like if I put a camera on the screen right now, what you would be seeing is the index finger of my left hand just tapping and swiping madly. Like I said, I'm not even blocking. I don't need to. I suppose eventually I'll get to the point where I'll need to. But it hasn't happened yet. You know, when I started playing this, like for the video, I was thinking, well, you know, we'll see a more... Oh, by the way, I got a leather helmet. I guess Roman can wear that. I was thinking, yeah, so we'll be fair and show that not all WWE games are as bad as Rockpocalypse, you know. Because this one, definitely the production values are better. I mean, honestly, though, the gameplay is more brain-dead than Rockpocalypse was. It's really weird, because Rockpocalypse at least required some kind of sense of timing, and you had to think about which direction you were swiping your finger when you were, like, blocking the opponent. This one, there's really none of that. Roman Reigns stands, waiting for your challenge. Oh, maybe we can take someone out? I haven't gotten any new cards. Let's pull out Roman and put in Paige. We haven't, because I haven't used her. We've seen her, we fought against her, but I haven't used her.
Let's get rolling.
Let's do it, Michael Cole. Michael Cole, no one makes me more excited to play a video game than your dulcet tones. Like, you compare that with Mortal Kombat. When you play Mortal Kombat, you hear a deep voice say, "Fight!" And in this game, you hear Michael Cole say, "Let's get rolling." I mean, I know which I prefer. Honestly, I suspect I don't even really need to look at the screen. I could probably still win. Let's test that. Okay, I'm going to close my eyes right now. And right now I'm just tapping at the screen. Just repeatedly. Just at a steady pace. I'm slowly tapping. Well, not slowly, kind of quickly. But I'm not swiping. I can't see any on-screen prompts. I'm just tapping my finger on the screen. And we'll see how I do, you know? We'll see what happens. I actually don't know what's going to happen. It should be fun to watch the video after I record this so I can see my pro tapping skills. I can't tell. I'm listening, trying to figure out who's winning. And I can't tell from these sounds who's winning. I guess I'll just keep tapping until I hear the music change, because that means that the... Oh, did it change? Oh, no, I paused. Wait, how did I do that? Resume. Okay. Close my eyes again. I'm still tapping. I did open my eyes for a little bit, so I noticed Trish Stratus was there. I'm assuming Paige must have been defeated, so that's my first character that is actually lost. Due to the handicap of having my eyes closed. Did I... Oh, no. Hey, I won! Okay. So that was with my eyes closed, just, steadily tapping the center of the screen. Paige slams her opponent into the ground repeatedly and drains their adrenaline. Okay, let's look at Paige's card and upgrade, I guess. I don't think I'm going to play this more, but... Come on, next. Okay. Alright, let's, edit my team. Let's... Paige, there we go. Just wanted to hear Michael Cole say it. Let's see. Where can we put this? Talent enhancements, maybe? Oh, no. I need to buy the dark magic. Oh, there it is. Okay. So now she has this signature. You know, speaking of buying, in the lower right-hand corner, where it says the WWE coins, there's an icon for plus. Why don't we click it? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. A tiny stack of Immortal credits, $1.99. A small pile of Immortal credits, $4.99. A medium mound of Immortal credits, $9.99. A decent stack of Immortal credits is $19.99. A large chat of Immortal credits is $49.99. A stash of Immortal credits is $99.99. Oh my god. I could save so much tapping. It's only $100. I get 500,000 free. Think about that. I could just get 500,000 coins right now for free for $100. That's an incredible deal. Oh, man. Oh, man, I'm going to have to seriously think about that. There's also a button in the lower right that says free credits. How do I get free credits? I can watch a video and get credits. Show me the video. I want to see this video that will get me the free credits. Okay, Lucktastic, what's going on? Okay, Lucktastic, scratch a match, get $5,000. You know, with $5,000, I could buy so many credits. 25,000? I could buy so many WWE coins that I could just unlock everything right now. Man, it's amazing how convenient this ad is, because I could use all this money to get these credits And I am getting, like, free credits right now by, well, I mean, I'll have to download this later because I'm playing WWE Immortals right now, but I'll have to download Lucktastic later on, and I got 100 credits for doing that. What about the offers? Let me see these offers. How do I get free credits for completing offers? Let's see. I can scratch my way. I can, let's see. Be the brand new modern war strategy game. Be the first to play. A global competition mode turns on for piano tiles too. There's something with Hulu. Words with friends. Oh man, so many offers. So many offers. Is it loading more offers? It has loaded more offers. Oh my god. Oh my god. So many offers. I could get so many free coins. Oh man. I've turned around on this whole free-to-play thing. I could just spend the rest of the night, get a free sample of Oreos, upper left. I could get free coins and free Oreos. I could just spend the rest of the night filling out these offers and get so many coins. It's like infinite offers, and that means infinite coins. Well, we only have a limited time to spend on this, so I guess we have to stop looking at the free offers. I'll complete all of these offers later on and get all the coins. For right now, though, I think maybe what we could do, well, you know what I think about this. I think it is an incredible game. It is a good way to spend your time, and it's an even better way to spend your time is by completing all these offers to get these free coins. But you know what I think about it. Now let's see what the commenters on Google Play have to say about it. Okay, I just thought we could take a look at what the people think of WWE Immortals. Like, what is the word on this game? Well, let's see. Tanzim Khan gives only 1 star. Apparently it's rubbish. It's the worst game because when I go on the app, it comes out of the app, which is annoying, and do not download this app. It's a rubbish clashing app. The worst game in the bloody world. I mean, I don't know if I agree with Tanzim that this is the worst game in the world, but apparently Tanzim feels very strongly about it. Yost really likes this game, giving it a full 5 out of 5, saying that it's an awesome game. Really great game. It would be great if it had more attack buttons and the block would work better. Also, I'm having trouble logging in for online play. I highly recommend this game. Michael Kim giving 5 stars out of 5, saying it's awesome, but he has a very simple, humble request for WB. Good. The best game I ever seen, but can you fix one thing? Make every WWE player in the game? Thanks. You heard it, WB. Put every WWE player in this game. Why are there so many missing? I can think of like 100 WWE wrestlers throughout like throughout like going back to the 80s that should be in this game. Why aren't they in here? Avery Gopal gives it 1 star out of 5. Avery has a problem with this. Let's see what it is. Game works really good and finally able go log in after update. Good job. Also, I would love to see a gold Kane added to the roster, otherwise I play this game every day. The game update and I lost everything. 80% of the characters level up all the way. I'm playing this game for almost a year and this is what you do. I giving the development 2 days to fix. If not, I deleting this game and tell everyone I know who has it do the same. WB, you've been put on notice. Fix this. Avery lost his characters. 80% of the characters level up all the way. You have 2 days. No, they don't have 2 days. Avery's review was in the 17th, so I assume he's made good on his threat and has told everyone he knows to uninstall this game. Homer Shaw weighing in with a 5-star review. Dude, this is a great game, but it always say WWE is not working, so could you fix the problem, please? It's 5 stars right there. And Homer, oh dear Homer. The WWE is not working, it's true. Everyone's been saying it. Unfortunately, I don't think the WB can fix that. That is a problem beyond all of us. Asif Jamal Clattery gives 1 star out of 5, saying, "It continuing playing and nobody gets out. It's a never-ending game, useless to play." Asif, I'm proud of you. You have made a revelation. Yes, it is a never-ending game, useless to play. Jerry Robertson likes the game, giving it 4 stars out of 5, but suggests that maybe it could need more boost packs? Maybe it'd be good if you have a Marvel character to join the Immortals or DC to join our Immortals, cheaper booster packs to Uso and Vince McMahon or Lita. WB, get on it. Why don't you have Marvel and DC characters in this game? What were you thinking? Were you even thinking? Get on it now! We want the crossover! William Spark giving 5 stars out of 5, a perfect score for Mr. Best game ever. Not actually. And I think we'll end things for WWE Immortals with a review from Lynette Pierre, giving it 5 stars, saying that they really like this game. This is the bad game ever seen. A lot of the individual or entity to the intended recipient. You are not the intended recipient. You're not an intended recipient. You're not the intended recipient. You're not the intended. I will be able in the rest of the details of this email in a while.